If I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Whew, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
I've got this.
Shit!
You okay? That's 3.
What? Ah, please.
3 times I saved your life. The sinkhole, your foot. What? You'd be dead if my ma hadn't taught me to dress a wound. Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just now.
Hey, let me see that.
Leave it. It's nothing. Hey, I'm fine.
Come on, roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
This is not an admission.
Let me see. Oh. It's getting worse.
Listen, it ain't broken or bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does. Let's go. The kid said the ward was this way. You ever hear about the North Pole?
That old fairy tale?
Yeah, like this ward. Old white guy founds it. Food and fresh water, everyone gets along. That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old-timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here. You think people actually live like this?
Not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I never seen nobody that happy before. Not in real life.
Yeah.
Locked. Great. We can't turn back now. Ain't got nowhere to go. There's gotta be another way. It's about time. What took you? Hey, over here. Oh, this is bad. This is bad with a side of broccoli.
A side of what?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say. Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the way. Starting to think looking for this ward wasn't such a good idea. Guess the Deadwood ain't all gone after all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the war's real. Not with a nest like this out here. You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out. This is not happening. Tell me this is not happening. No! Not today, assholes! Hey, this is 3, by the way. You know, right here makes for 3. Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Can't hold this forever, Bo!
Thanks. Who are you?
Questions later. We gotta get moving. On 3. 1, 2. That's all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Rude or thick down here.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit. Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah, it's not far from here. But the way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
Deadwood know they've lost, but they won't lay down without a fight.
Hey, you okay?
Not bad shooting, Traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So, it's really real. Food, and water, and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine,
Ooh, that looks like root rot. But I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone...
We need to get her to the ward, and quick. Doctor, there's our only chance. We'd better get moving before we lose the light.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her. Welcome to Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo! He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. You must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there? For the ward? Really? Huh. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing here. We've just, we've been cut off from the world for so long that... Well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you.
You ever climbed to the top of that tower in the city?
This is not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's final.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me?
We'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. In the flesh. Huh, how about that? I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first. Let me see if I can get you up to speed. Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she's 132 years old. Not quite. Clementine spent a long time away, keeping strange company. Something like that will change you. Wallace, he's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful. Huh. Want some intel, huh? That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk? And some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. Huh. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming. Our young Wallace told me. Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources, and then we'll get into it in earnest. All right, traveler. Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
see you, Traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to. Sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Until next time.
Well, ain't you a right mudder? Traipsing in here like you own the place. That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific. Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Those guns that Brabus sells are better for killing than hunting. Maybe I just need to go see Riggs. He can probably help with my gun.
Oh, friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you? That's right, but everybody calls me Riggs. I try to keep folks safe out there. My specialty is armor and weapons upgrades. Speaking of which, Bo mentioned you might need some help getting your feet back under you. Well, whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask. We all help each other out here. Even McCabe. I don't suppose he was more particular about why. Ha! Yeah, that sounds like Brabus. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment. Take care, my friend.
I swear to God and my mother. Did both shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey? I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it. There. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time, yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again? Let me save you some time so you don't keep nattering on. We used to live in that building over there. Then a stranger came. We called them the Wanderer. You might have noticed everyone gets a handle here. Anyway, they show up and stop the route. Now, we live in these buildings here. That clear it up for you? And me? I keep it real simple. Less to worry about that way. Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
look ready to face anything. What do you say? Ready to see what's down there with me? Right. Let's see what dangers still lurk in the old ward. Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work. This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
The stones?
The World Stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets hadn't found their own? No. We had to know. Everything there was to know about them. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So yeah, we opened the door and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the route found a way. After that, well... we all know what happened after that. Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to, in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here some... Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it? That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it. Come on, let's go. There you are. Hurry up. Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around all day.
Is that the...
The World Stone. Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Work to do what, exactly? Holy shit.
So many years. So many journeys. who first touched this crystal. Did he ever come back? Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Ford? Ford? Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine? Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Ah! Help! Clementine! Don't let go! I'm slipping! Don't let it take me! Clementine! Shit! Oh, shit. Oh, shit, shit. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't you do it. No, this is so stupid.
Get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine.
The Paxeltech. Fascinating. Is it trying to talk to me? Another fever dream, perhaps? Or is it? For simplicity's sake, I will choose to believe that. If it will excuse me, I have important work to do. Yes, thanks, and goodbye. Hello again. Persistent. I actually admire that quality a great deal. It is underrated, in my opinion. Well, fever dream or no, if the Paxeltech is going to be hanging around, I suppose I should tell it my name. I am Rothinder Ahirwold. Hello. Oh, it is struggling. Poor thing. The Paxeltech dream creature may do as it pleases. Walt has more important things to consider. A pleasant chat. Surprisingly so. Indeed. Thanks and goodbye. It cannot be helped, can it? The curiosity. It is killing the Paxeltech as surely as it is killing me. Knowledge is the only cure. This mural here on the cave wall, can it comprehend the meaning? A trick question, of course. I have dedicated my life to learning so that I may find the answers I seek and put the pieces together. After years and years of searching this jungle, I have finally found proof of what I knew all along. Of what, it asks. Proof of all that matters in the whole world. Proof that the lost tribe of the Pan does exist. See, I have found the location of their civilization. It is no less than miraculous. I have gotten ahead of myself, have I not? I do apologize. My manners are not what they once were. I have been alone a long while now. Very long while. What brings the Paxeltech here? How can Walt be of service? If it is looking to spend, I have a few valuable items I may be willing to part ways with. Funding for my research must be procured by whatever means necessary. I appreciate the patronage. Yes, it must be on its way. It's real and truly true. really real and truly true. Believed.
Great, more bad news. This isn't looking good. All right, come and get some. This isn't looking good. Oh, great. More bad news.
I knew it. I always believed. Always longed for.
Come on. Here they come.
Oh, thank the Founder. You're alive. What happened? Yeah, I'll bet if the World Stone's involved. Maybe, start at the beginning. You were with the Founder in the old ward, right? Where'd he go? I knew the Founder was up to something. I mean, who else wants to visit the old ward, huh? Look, I'm sorry you got involved in this, Traveler. So, then what happened? Wait, what? Clementine? Where is she? Is she okay? Right, sorry. Clementine, she means a lot. To all of us. We gotta find her. I'll get everybody together. No, I mean, she could be anywhere. Do you understand? Like there's entire other worlds out there. All right, I'll get Brabus and Riggs. I'll tell them to... Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what's out there any more than you do. Oh, I'd be putting the whole town at risk. Clem wouldn't want that. Hell, it's a miracle you came back. No, we gotta trust you on this, like you said. Is that all right? Thanks, Traveler. Talk to the folks around town. They should have any supplies you need. You know, Ford used to tell me, old Commander Ford, not the Founder, that a leader and a hero are two different things. The leader's place is always with her people. I thought she was just taking a dig at her grandfather for leaving all the time, but I think I'm starting to understand her better now. Yeah, she's doing great. Can't keep her down, really. As soon as she heard you disappeared with the Founder, she was on her feet. Nothing the doc said would stop her. I don't know what she was doing all that time. Looking for you, maybe, or just keeping herself busy. Anyway, all that anxiety of hers turned out to be pretty helpful. She even set up shop over toward the entrance gate. You should go see her. She don't show it, but she's worried sick about you. Keeps talking about leaving, but never does. I've seen that before. Yeah, so... After you and the Founder went missing, Riggs and I went looking for you. Found the stone floating and glowing like the old days. I had a hunch what happened. Not my first experience with this thing, you know? I wanted it out here this time, so we could help anyone who came through right away. Turns out that was the right choice. Who knows how long it would have taken you to get out of that old ward. Right. So, long time ago, when the Root were still everywhere, I helped the Wanderer get to the oldest ward somewhere out past the... to tell the truth, I don't even know where it is. Now that's the thing about the World Stone. They don't give you any idea where you are or how you got there. I don't know how the Wanderer got used to it. Yeah, that's what they call him. Yeah, I didn't come up with it. Yeah, the Wanderer did all the real stuff. Entered the ward, fought the Root, found Clementine. Anyway, yeah, I know better than most. Anything can come out of one of these things. I mean, I knew she was gone. I just didn't know she was that gone. Clem takes off from time to time, you know? It's just her way. She'll disappear for hours, sometimes days at a time. Well, I never liked it, but she can take care of herself, yeah? And it's not like I could stop her anyway. And she always came back, saying she just needed to be alone for a while, and I can respect that. I just wish she'd talk to someone, you know? Yeah, well, the Founder's his own thing, ain't he? It's not the first time he's disappeared on us. Not even the 5th time. Commander Ford, the Founder's granddaughter, used to say relying on the Founder was like running across rubble. Now, you could do it for a while, but sooner or later, it'll let you down. Now, I don't know if I'd go that far, but Founder Ford, he was always more of like, well, more of an idea to us than a leader. Hell, when I was a kid, everyone thought he'd been dead for years. But that's the thing about the Founder. He never stays gone. A week, a year, a decade. Somehow, he always finds his way back here. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Hey there, traveler. Yeah, good. Let me know when you know something, all right? Any way I can help? Good luck.
Well, hey, get away from my stew! Oh, it's you. What? No, of course not. Never seen you before in my life. I just figure you're you. You know? And I'm me, and that's where we are. So, what can old Mudtooth do for you, huh? Lucky for you, I've got answers. Good ones, too. Quite a bit, stranger. The name's Mudtooth. And ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course. But that old mudder cheats. Anyway, he hardly tells any of his stories. Only 3 reasons why folks come to see me. And that's my stories or my stew. Yeah. So, young'un, what'll it be? Town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac. You might call it. Nah, this ain't no town. Not yet. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself what you calls it, a hockapatopter. That thing could fly to the moon and back. It could. Anywho, I was living by myself when my boy Brabus showed up saying we should move on. Told me it wasn't safe for me to be living like I've been living no more. He told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to, being around folks again. Well, Brabus, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder, at the shooting range, if you're looking to find him. Not much of a talker, though, that one. Guess he didn't get his old man's gift for gab, eh? That's so? Huh. Did I tell you about the stories yet? Right. So, let me see here. Folks come see me for my stories and my stew and... Listen, you sure I said there were 3 reasons? 'Cause there's only 2, and that's... Huh. Only 2 reasons folks come to see old Mudtooth, and you know both of them. I'm pretty sure your memory's slipping. You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger. They're objective retellings of legitimate occurrences what you wouldn't believe. Now, where to start? You met my boy Brabus yet? He's a handful, that one. Always has been. Got into a scrap when he was 5, he did. Knocked down a boy had to be, twice his age. And 3 to 6 times his height, at least. Well, that boy's pa didn't take it none too well. And this pa, phew, like a pair of fists with leg bones. That boy's pa wanted to take some skin out of me for it. Now, I ain't proud of what I did next, but, oh, who am I kidding? I wouldn't be telling you if I weren't proud, now would I? But, like I taught Brabus, say as I do as I say. And anyways, I couldn't back down from a fight. Not in front of the Crazy 8. Come to think of it, that's probably how Brabus got the way he is. Anyway, I fight the man. He could have crushed my head between market and roast beef, but I aimed to win, not fight fair. I pointed at nothing at all behind him, then smooshed a scoop of mud straight into his mouth. Then, while he was a-spitting and a-sputtering, I hit him hard So hard that when he fell, my muddy hand came away with 3 of his teeth in it. And that, friend, is the true story of how I got the name Mudtooth. Oh, here's a good one. So, I gotten separated from the Crazy Eight, my gang, you see. We've been chased by these big old deadwood, taller than a man with 10 times as many pointy bits. Ooh, nasty fellers. The others, they holed up in this old scrap building and slammed the door. Left me for dead. There was no way in, but there were these old pipes underground. Sewage, judging by the stink. But I weren't gonna stay out there with Deadwood creeping round, so I held my breath and crawled through what must have been half a mile. I come busting out of the pipes and right into the middle of the Crazy Eight. They were holding me a funeral. I stand up, covered in mud and God knows what else, and just smile at them. And that, friend, is where I got the name Mudtooth. Stop me if I told you this one already. You've been introduced to that girl Clementine. Powerful woman she is, but she weren't always so. She's near as old as Ford is, if you can believe it. Even older than my old bones, how about it? Those two have a lot in common, including traveling to other worlds. You see, she was born on Earth, but Clementine spent 100 years on a snow world called Rhysome. They call it that on account of some you read and some you don't. Anyway, what was she doing all that time? Training. See, Rhysome's full of giant talking rats. They got warrior rats and midwife rats and even mystic rats. Clementine, she learned under the tutelage of a two-headed mystic named Sebum. Taught her everything she knows. She don't talk about it, of course, on account of Sebum's a wanted man. Rat, I guess. But it's God's own truth. I met the man myself, Rat. You won't believe this one. But you should. You want to know the truth about young Bo over there? To start off with, the boy ain't all that young. I mean, sure, he ain't nothing to old Mudtooth, but ain't a lot of folks around who remember him as a boy no more. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you, that boy made a deal with the... Just pausing for drama, see? Why is that? Well, I'll tell you. Bo Ward, he made a deal with the Wanderer. Don't believe me? It was Bo who met the Wanderer at Old Ward 10 and 3. And it was Bo who took him over to that Ward Goose Egg, the one where the root started. And he won't admit it, but it was Bo what rescued Clementine and shut the door on the Deadwood for good. The boy's more than he tells, and a good deal more than he knows. Why else would folks around here put him in charge of everything? Sure can. Well, let's see. It's about the time my own damn son left me to die. Oh, don't worry, I'm still here, ain't I? Or he went to get some grub for us or whatever, I don't know. Point is, I was alone in the darkened woods with nothing but my rifle. We was on our way from the city to our new home in the ward here, carrying all my earthly possessions and all that, and Brabus, he up and leaves me in the middle of the night. I was attacked. 50 deadwood come crashing through the trees. We thought they was all dead and gone, but they were just a-waiting for old Mudtooth to leave his helio chopper. Now, I may be an old mudder, but I ain't no pushover. I blasted them down, left and right, laughing all the time. I was winning until something snuck up on me and concustipated me upside the head. I don't mind telling you, I thought I was done for. Then a growling starts. Deadwood back off, and I look up to see a dog there tearing them apart, literal limb from non-metaphorical limb. We fought the rest off together, that dog and I thought to myself, now there's a mudder what's got some teeth. Turns out he just wanted some of my stew. You'll like this one. This city ain't without its own tales. Why, there's a tower, see? What only appears once in a gibbous August moon. Kinda looks like a big yellow-orange pumpkin. Within that tower's a man. Except he's not a man. He's a wizard, see? And he just pausing for drama, see? And within that tower is a man. Except he's not a man. He's a wizard, see? He calls himself the Keeper, and he controls everything. I've seen him myself. Even talked to him once. Man, smart as hell. So smart, even I can't keep up with him. He says he watches over all of us. But if that's the case, then he ain't been doing such a good job. I mean, look around you. But I reckon he means well. And that tower, I think, is like a spaceship he uses to teleportate to other planets. You go walk the city and harvest Pumpkin Moon. You'll see what I mean. Oh, here's a good one. I ever tell you how the world fell in the first place? Well, sit down, friend, 'cause there ain't no one knows what really happened but me. It started in them wards, see? Secret military-industrial complexes and whatnot. That's where they made all their weapons and did their experiments. Now, the root weren't meant to reproduce, see? They was built as a weapon, but then they done breeded and got out. Well, we all know what happened after that. Only reason the Roots stopped was 'cause the Wanderer, well, he flamethrower-sized their queen, see? Over in that tower on the atoll, so's they couldn't breed no more. Now, listen. You might hear Ford tell you something different, but you look at the two of us and ask which has obviously been around longer. Which of us is most like to have been there, huh? You ask yourself that, and then you just look my way, 'cause that's who it is. This one's, 100% true. You met old Wally yet? The boy ain't right, but, not in a mudder way. He just ain't right. Talks to the Root, he says. I reckon I know why, too. I ain't never told him this, but, I was there at his birth. Don't believe me? You wouldn't be the first, but it's true. That boy Wally was born under a blood moon. Always strange, they say. Harbinger of changeification and whatnot. I heard him cry out his first breath I did, and I says to myself, that ain't natural. Like the squall of some blackbird. Caw! Oh, don't tell him I said it. He wouldn't believe it anyway. Or maybe he would, come to think of it. You talked to him yet? Boy ain't right. You'll like this one. There's an old man what lives at the center of a maze. Or does he live at the gate to the maze? It don't matter. This old man sees everything. And I don't mean like he can see whatever he wants when he wants. I mean, he sees everything all at once. That ain't all. The old man in the maze is also, he I'm telling you, that weren't no horse. Huh? Oh, right. Anyways, that ain't all. The old man in the maze is a maker. The maze, see, is like a spider web full of doors, stretching its threads every which way. And this Watcher Man sits at the center, and he don't just watch. He makes. Where there ain't a door, he makes one. And then he makes what's on the other side of it, too. Oh, I can see on your face you ain't buying it. But I tell you, this Earth of ours is just one door in a dozen hundred. And if in this maze Watcher decides he wants some place to end, all he got to do is snap a thread and poof, no more door, no more world. Sure can. Let's see. Ho-ho! I ever tell you the secret behind my stew? Well, I ain't gonna. But I will tell you how it came to be, yeah? The original recipe comes from my ma, of course. But that ain't the end of the story. My ma made a fine stew, but it weren't nothing to tell tales about. Not until the day me and the Crazy Eight got ourselves trapped in one of them old, medieval, meditating... We was trapped in one of them medicinal compounds full of pharmaceuticals and whatever you call them. And I had nothing but a dead coney and an onion on my belt, which weren't good for much but were the style at the time. So we scrounged for ingredients. Well, them hospitalities ain't no good for food, but they do have some pretty mean spices lying around if you know what you're doing, which I do. That night was the best stew any of us ever had in our lives. Kept us going for days, until finally the dead wood outside got bored and took off. And that, friend, is the same stew I make today. I even use the same ingredients as them back in the day medicinals. Better even.
Now, I love a good tale as well as any and more than most, but even I know the value of what you're doing out there. You go out and do good here. I'll have more tales for you later. It's a mite tasty, I tell you what. So long as you head back then, huh?
Traveler. I knew you'd say that. I'll see you again, Traveler.
know you hear me. Get your ass over here. I see how it is. Go on in. Just pretend I'm not here.
You ever wonder if all this is, like, a dream or something?
What do you mean?
Like, none of this. What happened to us, to the world, is actually real.
What? You go deaf out there? Come and talk to me.
The route ain't all gone, traveler. I know that better than most. You too, I reckon.
Hey, you're the newcomer, ain't you? Nora Camarillo. I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. I got her just in time. Pretty much. Any part of your flesh prison breaks down, you come to me. There ain't much I haven't seen before. Of course. See you around.
You don't talk much about life before the ward. What you did and all.
Oh, it was a hard time, I guess.
God damn, it is you! They said you ran off with that old Ford fella and disappeared. I ain't seen you since. Where have you been? You mean that big-ass floating gym over there? Bo said it can take you other places, other worlds even. Before we got here, I'd have laughed in his face. But I've heard weirder stories than that. And I can see on your face, it ain't all make-believe, is it? Feels like anything can be true here. They even healed my root rot. I tell you what, yeah, I don't know what's in that stuff Doc Nora gave me, but I ain't felt this good for years. Hell, maybe it was Fulton's blend. Ah, you know me. I get anxious sitting still for too long. So, I went out to the ruins and scrounged anything useful I could find. I was just doing what I do to survive, you know. Maybe get some things together for when we moved on, but then you didn't come back. And Bo said folks around here could use this stuff, so I set up shop. So hey, if you ever need anything out there in the worlds or whatever, you just let me know. I got all kinds of stuff for trade. Stop by anytime. You know where to find me.
You finished your break yet, Alice?
What?
So many new faces these days. Things must be getting a mite easier out there. Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone, but my friends call me Reggie. You can too. Heard the old founder dragged you down into the ward on some mysterious business of his. I'm glad to see one of you came back safe and sound. Can't say the same for Ford. Clementine neither. Wish she hadn't gone and followed you. I don't suppose you know where they are now. You mean the one they hauled into the center of town there? That thing hadn't been active for over a decade. They could be anywhere. Well, I hope you don't give up on him. Ford now. I suspect he'll come back when he's good and ready. But folks are worried about Clementine. Getting right to business. I respect that. Rest assured, old Reggie's got a cure, friend. Let's talk again, soon.
Ooh, that's nice.